Hey guys, welcome to the Backroom. This is your boy CG.
It's your boy Bernard Bars.
Let's have a real conversation. All right, man. So, what we gonna talk about today?
Well, man, I'm gonna jump right into it.
Okay.
I'm gonna call this one customer service.
Okay.
And where I get with that is, what the fuck has happened to customer service? No, let me finish, because I'm gonna give you this whole gist.
Oh,
like
man.
I said, I think we was going through the drive-through. And you didn't think I was gonna talk about this on this show, but I'm gonna talk about it. We're going through a drive-through. And what happened to, hey, welcome to such and such, may I take your order? No, don't laugh. What happens to that? Can I take your order? Like, but all of a sudden, yeah. Hey, what you say you want? What, like, listen, if you don't want to be at the job, just leave. So yes, we're gonna do a backroom episode on this. What happened to customer service?
Bruh, I feel like, you know how like, somebody just get hired off the street?
Yeah.
I feel like they ain't got no training, no nothing.
It's something going on. Like, I get it. Listen, I'm not expecting A+ service. I'm not expecting anything. But listen, if you take the job,
Bruh.
come on, like, have respect for somebody. Listen, if we go to Chick-fil-A and they get an attitude, like I can't say that. If I go to Chick-fil-A and get an attitude with somebody, it's me.
Right.
Right?
Right.
Like, can we agree about that? It would be me. But in certain situations, I feel like because all this shit with social media, with all this stuff, people are too good to even just have regular jobs and be regular people and actually give you customer service.
There's no more professionalism. And I'm gonna tell you a story, my story on customer service. Taco Bell.
What happened? Oh my goodness. I remember this.
Yeah.
I remember.
All right, so this is what was happening.
Yeah.
I frequent Taco Bell.
Yeah.
And at one point it stopped after this little event, but at one point, every time I went to Taco Bell, I don't know why I chose Taco Bell to do it, but this is every time I went to Taco Bell, every time they were nice about taking my order and they were patient and they took my order, because when I go to Taco Bell, that's probably my most complex order because I change everything. You know what I'm saying? I get the number 7, if you know what that is. Then I change everything on it. I change the sauce. I change the taco. I change everything. Extra chicken, all that, right?
Oh, I can already tell you if I'm a worker who don't want to work, right. I don't like you.
Okay, so what was happening? I'm talking about the last probably 4 or 5 times that I went there, right?
Yeah. Every
time they took my order right, they didn't give me no attitude. They just took it. They was happy. They gave me real customer service. I would give whoever took my order like $20. So now you think about that 4 or 5 times. I done paid $100 to the customer service, which is probably like 4 or 5 hours of their day.
Taco Bell.
You know what I'm saying? But anyways, let's just look at it like this, right? So I had one person that would always take my order right, and then one night I came there and it was somebody different.
This on night shift.
Night shift. I mean, I always go to Taco Bell at night. All right, so anyway, they had a new person on night shift, and I was trying to get my order out, and I couldn't even get my order out before they was cutting me off and trying to send me to the drive. Like, I'm barely saying what my order is. It's just like, all right, cool. You want da-da-da-da-da, come on. Da-da-da-da-da, come on. And that night, I kind of had enough. So I said, you know what? I'm finna go inside. And when I got inside, the lady that was, or whoever the girl was at the drive-thru, she came over to take my order, but I told her, I said, well, I gave her the order, and she was like, I gave it to her as if I had never taken the order yet. And she was like, weren't you just in the drive-thru? I said, yeah, I was in the drive-thru, but there was so much attitude coming through the intercom or through the speaker that I had to come in here and I wanted to see that attitude in my face. Because it just don't make sense. You in customer service, your job, this is literally your job.
Bro, you don't tell me this. You're in Taco Bell.
I'm in Taco Bell, and I'm. Bro,
it got to this point, seriously.
Bro, there was this dude in there. He was just sitting there waiting for his food,
bro.
And I started going off. I started going off, and I'm like, and I looked over at him. I know he didn't want to be involved, but I was like, man, this is customer service. Ain't this boy? Look, he said,
bro, like I get this, right? Like because I'm not a difficult customer. You know, like I can understand because in certain cases, now I'm gonna speak for those who actually are in customer service, and I get it. They go through so much shit. Like you see what I'm saying from customers every day. But when you got a nice one, when you have someone that actually, why give me the attitude? Why give me the attitude and I just say, hey, yes, is that all you want? Is that like why give it to me when the guy who was before who was treating you like shit, he got the pass? Why give it to me?
Check this, right? I know we in an area where people don't really expect people like us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
In my mind, like I know what I'm building for the future, and eventually I'm gonna have employees. Now, if you was somebody that like, far as like when it comes to customer service, I got a global business. Which I mean, I don't know, you know, I ain't never said that on here, but I have a business that operates worldwide, globally.
Yeah.
So if I wanted somebody to take my phone calls or schedule all these, you know, these services and stuff like that, right? Maybe I'm listening to every customer service or every person at the drive-thru, how they talk through the speaker when they don't see anybody.
Yeah.
Kind of interviewing everybody, every place that I go to.
Right.
Because I know that I'm gonna pay you a lot more than what you ain't gonna care about this job when you see what you gonna make over here. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Well, I feel like this, man. Like it's goes down to a respect thing for me. Like it's do unto others as you would have them to do unto you. Like that's always been my golden rule. Like that I tried to live by. And to me, like I get it. Like customer service is a hard job to be in. That's the reason why, like when you go to restaurants or so, you tip. You actually give that person that money because you understand that they are in a profession that probably like they get treated like shit most of the time, right? But my thing is, if you actually have a customer that's not giving you that same rah-rah energy, that's not being all this, like, why are you coming at them in a certain way? Like, I've seen people that actually work at call centers, right? That actually work at call centers that are nice on the phone, and they get customers that soon as they call in, hey, why my account is wrong, such and such. We're not talking like them people who act like that. You can talk to their ass any way you want to, because it is no place for that. My thing is, it's the respect thing. Like, you don't know me. That person at Taco Bell didn't know you. Like, you just showed up. Why treat that person that way? And I feel like now with the job markets and how it going, they don't care about the job anyway. So it's like, I could just talk to you any kind of way. Why work?
Imagine I was somebody famous coming through that drive-thru. Yeah. And I came inside like that. Cause I'm gonna tell you the rest of that story. What happened was the manager actually came over and took my order, and I explained to her, like, you know, what the situation was going on. She was like, don't worry, it's her last day anyway. Yeah. So that's why she was acting like that. And then, so what I did, I tipped the manager. And then she was like, well, no, don't nobody want your little raggedy money or whatever. Yeah. And I'm like, you work at Taco Bell. Yeah. Yeah. You might want to, you know what I'm saying? I ain't giving out like $5. Like, nigga, I'm really like, nigga, at least gas money nowadays. You know what I'm saying?
At least. And it's not, what I'm saying is, I feel like that has a lot to do with just the internet in the whole, because nobody wants to work anymore. Like nobody wants to actually put in that work. So when they get that job there, it's like you better be happy I'm here.
Right.
I feel like that's how it is. You ought to be happy I'm here. Like I've worked at a job where I'm a supervisor and all this stuff, and you get certain employees that come in and they're basically like, you ought to be happy I'm here. But I still say, what happened to customer service?
I think that professionalism fell out of the customer service area.
Yeah.
Especially with we had the pandemic in 2020. And I think when people started working from home and everything, they got real comfortable. They got real unprofessional and more like just looking at you like you a person on Facebook or something.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I think that, you know, having the ability to just talk to people any kind of way, kind of spread over into real life, and people don't realize like the person on the other side of that, you don't understand what kind of day that person might have had.
Exactly.
And as a customer service person, it don't matter if you at it don't matter if you at a Fortune 500 company,
yeah,
or you at Taco Bell. You know, if you show a certain amount of respect and even, you know, just listening to people's voices and stuff, you know, and we listen to people's voices all the time, we can kind of understand, like, you know, just by the way somebody speaks, like just kind of what kind of mood they in.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like maybe it's one of those things to where like you might go into that restaurant, you might have made somebody's day just by the way that you spoke to them, and they don't know you, and that's what customer service is.
Yeah, it basically passing that, you know, like if you're happy and you, like we said, we give somebody a compliment, like you don't know what you going through. That person may speak to you even at that drive through. Hey, how you doing? Brighten up your day, right?
Right.
But the one thing that I do think about a lot of stuff is just off how I was raised. Like for me, I was taught to have respect from the person mopping the floor to the person that's signing the checks. And that's the respect that I was taught to have, you know?
Yeah. And because you don't know that the person mopping the floor might just like being where they are. It might not necessarily be that they have to mop the floor. They may be a millionaire mopping floors somewhere else. Actually, I ain't gonna say what place this is, but I know that there's a guy that lives here.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's Georgetown or the other city. He actually owns the whole plaza.
Yeah.
So where Winn-Dixie is and all that stuff, he owned that whole plaza.
Yeah.
But yet he in the store at the end, he sweep up the floors every now and then.
Because you would never know.
And you would never know.
You would never know the way that he carries himself.
Yeah.
Right. So like you just said, you could have went through Taco Bell and actually owned a couple of the franchises.
Yeah.
The way that person spoke to you. That's the reason why I'm telling you the truth. Like, but what happened to customer service? It's to a point where I feel like I said, they ought to be happy I'm here. And that's the service you're getting. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, things like that is frustrating. Man, I shouldn't go to Wendy's and be like, what the fuck? Like, I shouldn't go in there and be mad after I left the drive-thru. I don't know these people. Right. They don't know. Like, you shouldn't go to a restaurant and be mad at a service or the way somebody's treated you. You know what I'm saying? And then it's to a point, like, if we go back to Chick-fil-A, we like, who's hiring them? Because the way they talk to you, right? Right.
And you know, the thing is, we live in a small area, so it ain't like, it's not like you're not going to hear that person again. Yeah. So, like, it may be beneficial to just that particular fast food location, that you make a good rapport in that area, because you know you don't actually know who you talking to, because if people pass through this town all the time that's not from here, and
that's reason why I think that's pretty much the most important thing. Like, you never know who you're gonna run into, like whether that's customer service or pretty much like, I guess, the way you treat people. Like, you know, most of the time they treat people based off their status. But like I said, you don't really know who you're running into. So again, what happened to customer service? That need to be a question that on a lot of people's mind, man.
There is none. There's a person who is taking an order, because customer service requires you to have communication both ways.
Yeah.
You're serving the customer. Basically what they're doing. So what I started doing with a lot of places is just using an app. And just because I don't have to talk to them then. Y'all don't want customer service
again,
anyway.
like I said, this is something that can go on because that, like I said, now we're getting away from being able to communicate with each other. And hey,
that's exactly it.
You guys can do with that as you will, but like I say, I feel like, have respect for everybody. It doesn't matter if this person is working at a Taco Bell or he's the famous rapper you see on TikTok or anywhere. Have the same respect, man. So
yeah. And I mean, I feel like you wrapped that up, man. So
all right, anyway, thank y'all for tuning in. I'm sorry. To the Backroom. This your boy Bernard Barr.
This your boy CG.
And we out.